Guys, welcome back to Photographics Academy. All right, so today we're going to be working on this picture using Kumu, the one you know before as Métis Seal, rebranded to Kumu. So the things we are going to be focusing on in this picture is exactly how to use the masking capability in Kumu. So I discovered lately that most of us don't actually know that Kumu have masking capacities because probably we've not taken time to explore it. So we are going to be exploring it in this particular one. Of course, we'll still retouch our image, but I want to show you practically a whole lot you can do with the masking. So to get started, I'm going to start with the background. So I want the background to turn to green since she's already on, a blue theme. I understand the original photographer intended, of course, this picture was not shot by me. I understand that the original photographer intended to maintain a monochromatic color palette, but, let's twist it a little. So all you need to do is just to go to the color adjustment slider and move over to the local. So the moment you are in local, these masking layers will immediately appear here. So that simply tells you that whatever you are selecting in the masking area, you can see here in the layer. So you can easily click on the layer and see what you want to work on per time. So if I go back to local, if I hover over this mask over here, selecting the whole lady, you'll notice that the red mask just appears on her, and you can see how detailed and accurate the masking is. But first of all, we want to work on the background. So what do? I'll just move over to the background area, and immediately you notice it switches to background. Now I want to change the background to green. So all I can do is, part of what I can do rather, is to push down the warmness or even move the tint towards the green. But I want that green to be very, very intense. So right there, I can go all the way down to HSL. Of course, that area is in the blues. Let's just leave it in the blues, that tinting. So once in the blues, in the yellow rather, all we need to do is just to change the hue. If we change the hue, we get it working. Look at that. So once we change the hue, we push it towards the green. Then we can as well make the green a bit more intense. Then we'll go to our saturation and now increase the saturation. So it starts pushing towards the green. But I think we need to now complete it with our temperature. So I'll tint it downwards here. So look at that. Already we have changed the color. Maybe add a little cooling effect to it so that we'll get that very dark greenish vibe. This is the before, this is the after. Now, this works across any image. You can use it to change the background, the color of your background at any given time. And the beautiful part is that with this technique, you will still maintain your shadows and your dimensions. All right, moving forward, the next thing we want to do is take care of her eye. So looking at the image, you'll notice that her eye isn't white enough. And you want to take care of the eyes, just like you would do in Photoshop. So what I'm going to do basically is I'm going to still go all the way to the top and go to the person. So if you open this plus icon here, you will see all the masks listed out. And the eye you want to take care of is the sclera. So we are looking for sclera. Okay, look at it, eye sclera. So once we click on it, we'll go to create. So it creates that mask for us over here. It creates that mask for us. You see that? Good. So once we're already in that mask, I can just go down and reduce the saturation of the eye. If I reduce the saturation, it gives me white eye. Look at that. Beautiful. Already done. But we can just, leave a little bit of the color in it so it doesn't look fake. So this is the before, this is the after. And this is how you can work on every other part of the image. So looking at the picture, you notice that her chest area is brighter than her face. This area is brighter than this area. So we'll also target this area and brighten it up, or we'll target this area and darken it down. So we'll brighten up because our background is already bright. So we'll go back to the plus. So we're looking for the body skin. If you go to facial skin, you just select only the skin on the face avoiding all the tiny details that needs to be avoided. So we'll go to the body skin. Can even just stay on the neck, but we'll just go to the body skin and of course brighten it up. Right? Yes. Okay. So we'll go to create and go to exposure. Just push it up a little. I notice it just brightens that area up, but now it's brighter than her facial skin, so we have to make sure we keep it within the same spectrum. So this is the before, this is the after. So we are getting very close to the lighting on the face here. Beautiful. Any other thing you want to fix, this time you can fix it in time of masking. So the masking is very, very important. Let me show you the overall before and after. Let's say you want to even make her clothes more saturated. You can go down to order. So the order selects, you can go down to clothes rather. Then you can do order. So the order selects everything, not just the clothes. So you can add the two of them together and go to create. So what this is going to do for you is that you can saturate all the accessories all at once. So let me just make it very, very strong. So you see we saturated all the accessories all at once, but I do not want all saturated like that. So just pull it down and add a little brightness to them, just to kick it out. Yeah, something like that. So now once you are done with your masking, you can go back to your global. Now in your global, we can now target specific things. So I think the highlight in the image is too much, especially showing in the background. So we'll drop down the highlight a little, add some contrast, and add an overall brightness to it. And we are good to go. Look at that. Very beautiful. So I think the image is looking too warm. So go to the white balance and bring it down. Because originally she is not warm, she's dark in complexion. So go bring it down. I think the exposure is too much, we'll reduce the exposure, add some more contrast, and we are good to go. So this is the before. Let me show you the before, the after, the before, the after. So you see the way she's standing out in the image. So what do we do about the retouching? Very, very simple. We'll just move over to the retouching slider. Increase the acne. Increase the acne for the body, for the face. Just increase it like this. I wouldn't touch the matte because it's going to flatten. It's going to flatten out all my highlights, which I do not want to do. So I'll also remove the wrinkles on the forehead. Can remove the moles on the face. And also wrinkles around eye. You can decide to also remove the cheek lines, which I would leave because it's going to make it look unrealistic. I think I actually have what I want already, so we'll move on like that. So I'm noticing a little lightening shift that needs correction right inside my basket. So let's see. Okay. Yeah, on my body. Go to create. I can actually use the one I already have without creating a new one. So let me just look for, yes, where I did this, the body. Good. Then I'll reduce the highlights. I'll reduce the exposure just slightly. Good. because I noticed it was too bright. Then we'll go back to what we were doing. So now I'll go straight to my frequency separations and all of that. Since we are done here, so I'll go to my skin. Of course, frequency separation comes first. We'll go to your frequency separation, increase it all the way to 100. Okay. Then I'm going to also increase my neutral gray leveling so that I'll remove every other little discrepancies on the image. I think this needs to come up. Then we'll also increase our neutral gray contour to restore the dimensions lost, and also a little bit of skin refinement effect, and we are good to go. So we'll also increase this particular frequency separation for the body only. Very good. And that will be it. If you need more textures on the face, you can add it from here. Yeah, we are practically done. So the next thing I want to do is just to create a very uniform skin tone. So I'll come down here to skin tone balance multiple, increase it, also increase this. Then to my skin tones, I will probably push it towards a darker tone other than 1 minute up like this. So I want it dark. She's dark in complexion. The last thing I want to do is my dodger bond. Let me simulate it. So I'll go to my makeup and enhance eyebrow, very important. Enhance eye makeup, very important. Enhance shadow, enhance highlights. Beautiful. The before, the after. So I think my shadows are too much. My shadows need to come down. All right, and that will be it. Do we have any other thing we need to work on? I think we are good. And that is it, my friend. This is how you can retouch your image using Kumu. And of course, if we have this picture up to 3, we are practically done, because all we need to do is just to sample it and paste it over the other one. Let's see how background distraction is going to, let's see what this is going to do with removing imperfections. Let's see the job it's going to do. Yeah, of course, we wouldn't see imperfections. Clean background. I'm actually going to Ctrl Z this if it smooths out that background. I do not want it smoothened out. Very intelligent. Thank you so much for watching this amazing video. Of course, this was the image when we got started, and this is the image when we are done. So if you are interested in getting this particular software, it is available. Just go to the comments, to the description of this video rather, and you will see the link with which you would download the software and also use it out in your own images. If you want to get an extra 20 credits whenever you want to purchase, all you need to do is just to use our promo code that is also in the description of this video. The moment you use that promo code and you purchase any credit, you'll be getting extra 20 credits. Thank you so much for watching. Do make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel, and if you subscribe, turn on your notification bell to get notified every single time we drop a new video. Until then, see you on the next one.